that Unicorn Way hero wizard, aren't you? What?
Among other
Sergeant Muldoon
streets.
sent you? Woo! I need all the help I can get.
Unicorn Way is what I'm known for. Ready? Ready. Okay, fine. You know, I defeated like the Harvest Lord and some big Cyclops general dude, but you know, General Achilles.
This street is ablaze, wizard, and not in the way it's always ablaze. It's been completely consumed by anger and hostility and violence.
Sounds like a fun Friday evening.
The fire elves have gone insane. A gaggle of them even broke down the gate to the dark cave. Now the undead have spilled out into the street.
Well, why were there undead in the dark cave in the first place?
I can't hold all these roving mobs of mayhem at bay alone. Please, wizard, can you drive the haunted minions back?
Yeah, sure I could do that. You know, there's the skeletal warriors, which are rank 2s. But no, you don't need me to handle those. You need me to handle the pieces of wood inside of an area that everything's on fire. You ever think that maybe just, I don't know, chuck a flaming branch at him or something, and the problem would just kind of solve itself? I mean, they're made of wood, for crying out loud. Here, watch. I'll even do a fire move. Fire, kitty cat, go. Roar. Boom. I'll do another fire move. I was like, one thing I really love about this game, it makes no sense, is like the enemies and their toolkits, you know, like, so like say you're playing Pac-Man's, you know, water type, Pac-Man is gonna play like mainly water moves. I mean, they could do like some like normal type attacks as well, but for the most part they're gonna do water-based attacks. In this, you could have water, or like an ice mob that does like storm attacks, or like myth attacks. Makes no sense.
We'll keep to this corner of the street, but we're not going back in the dark cave. It's spooky in there.
I'm sure we would let you be wherever you wanted if you didn't attack people. It's not really you being here is an issue, it's that you're literally just attacking random children. That's a no-no in most societies.
The undead have promised not to venture any farther? It's not ideal, but after everything else that's happened here, I call that a win.
Also, why is a haunted minion? Like, it's a piece of wood. Oh, haunted because a ghost took him over that. Never mind, ignore what I was saying.
It all started when the fire elves were rehearsing the song Recollection from Fire Cats, the musical.
Musicals.
Everything was going fine, pitchy soprano solo aside, when one of the fire elves suddenly shot a tiny arrow at me. Then another elf joined in.
Well, that's just a kerfuffle then.
Then another. The animosity spread like wildfire. Now even the lawn decorations have risen up and gone all stabby.
The lawn
A
decorations.
wizard named Lizzo Firespitter was coaching the elves on singing before the trouble started. I saw them attack her. I wanted to help, but,
But you guards don't really guard anything.
I simply had to secure this position. Now I'm the
Sure
only
you did,
thing
buddy.
standing between all this chaos and Old Town. Please, will you check on Lizzo?
Yeah, I can do that for you. I swear I better get, like, at least a guard's salary. You know, why would the adults handle a situation when they can send an 8-year-old? I don't actually know how old the characters canonically are, but, I mean, they don't look particularly old. Hello, Lizzo Firespitter.
This is no place for a newbie like you. Wait! You're the new kid who cleaned up Unicorn Way, aren't you? Well,
Amongst
I'm glad
other
you're here
things.
now. Some fire elves attacked me and stole my spell book. The truth hurts, but I'm literally powerless without it.
You know, looks like you have a wand, so you're not entirely powerless. Plus, I've been defeated by monsters before. They've never managed to steal my spellbook.
Could you get my spellbook back? You will? Thanks. Just try to be gentle, okay? The fire elves aren't evil. Someone, something, has corrupted them.
I make no promises of gentleness. Actually, I will likely overkill them by a significant amount, which is probably very much so not gentle. Not to mention the fact that this spell kind of, steals their soul. Or something, like at least steals their life energy. It is interesting to me how, lots of things consider soul energy to be blue. I don't necessarily guess a lot of things, but at least Wizard 101 does, because, the ghouls and really all the lifesteal ones, they draw like blue energy from them into the monster and then into you. And like in Minecraft, all the soul-related stuff, it's all the blue colors things. Whenever you have the soul speak, the chants running down there, or like the soul fires and all
Burnt
that.
out ends of smoky days. The stale cold smell of morning. Fire for fiddle.
It sounds like someone is butchering Shakespeare. Never actually cared for Shakespeare. Thought he was a bit overrated.
My spellbook! Thank you! You really are as talented as they say. However, we're gonna need more than talent to help the fire elves.
Well, let's get to it.
I have no idea what's causing my little friends to go cuckoo bananas like this, or how to help them. But I might know of someone who does.
Well, who then?
There's a rumor of a witch who was fired from Ravenwood that lives in hiding here on Firecat Alley. They say she turned a kid into a humongo frog.
That's interesting.
I think we can convince her to use her advanced magical prowess to help the fire elves. I might be too optimistic, but that's a human in me.
Sure it's not the humongo frog in you.
The wizard in me is worried she's the one who caused all this. Either way, we need to find her. Perhaps one of the other denizens knows how.
Or then I'll ask around, I guess.
I saw Shellis Gruffheart cowering in a corner at the top of the hill instead of helping me while I was running for my life earlier.
You think this person would be able to help us?
Oh well, go ask Shellis if he knows where the witch lives.
Something tells me he might not know Jack Diddley. Really? He's like 100 feet away.
Leave me alone! Oh, you're a wizard. Wait, you're not two fire elves in a wizard costume, are you? No? You promise? 'Cause I know ice magic.
Yeah, sure you do, pal. Oh, speaking of like elves in a wizard costume. I was listening to this song the other day. It's what's it called? It's like three kobolds in a trench coat. That song is a banger. 10 out of 10 would recommend.
Okay, I believe you. Which is good, because I don't know a lick of ice magic.
Yeah,
so,
I figured.
Are you here to save me, magical child? Not quite. Fair enough.
Tell me where the witch lives.
What do you want then? Do I know where the old witch is? I'm not sure. What I am sure of is that the bedeviled fire elves stole my strongbox.
Another task that I have to do for an adult, because adults need children in this universe.
My entire month's earnings are in that box, wizard. You get my strongbox back.
Wink, wink. And maybe I'll remember the answer to your question.
Wow, buddy. you could help me and we calm the fire elves down. And then they'll just give it back to you. But no. You gotta be all like, oh no, I must profit from this situation. Nincompoop. Wow, a slightly different variation of a fire elf. I can still one-shot you though. Zap zap. One down, one to go. You know, it'd be a cool setting if they could add, if you could just like go into settings somewhere and say, like, hey, I want to fight, you know, instead of one mob, I want to fight like 2 groups or 3 or 4. That would be a neat addition to the game. Obviously, they would have like the minimums. So, like, you know, in all the worlds past the first 4 streets in Wizard City, they would have a minimum of 2. But, like,
Fire for Fiddle!
still,
As he
it'd be
loves
nice
to
for
tell.
them to have
Fire
those.
for Fiddle! The fiend of the fell! Fire for Fiddle! Fire for Fiddle!
Okay. That would be a pretty major improvement. The other major, like, one other major improvement, and like, I love this game, but one thing they really need to fix, the pet leveling system. It's atrocious. It's like RNG upon RNG upon RNG.
My strongbox! Thank you. Now about your question. I can't say for certain she's a witch, but there's a peculiar hermit who lives down the way.
So, you refuse to help a child, and instead sent him to go fight a bunch of monsters that you can't handle. And you don't even have the information that I need.
She keeps her windows drawn, and there's often strange smoke billowing from her chimney. That's the best I can give you. Hope it helps.
It'll have to do. Silver chest. Let's see which one it is. Where's that? Oh. Catch key. Oh, I don't care for the catch key ones I need. Oh, give me one, give me one. Oh, no, no. One. I need a 2 now. I needed that extra time. You know, long-term gains versus short-term gains. Or there's 2, and then there's 3 here. Oh, it even speeds up the music. That's interesting. 4. Crud. I need 5. Man, the RNG is not on my side here. Wow, I did it. I think that's the closest I've ever came to failing. All that for a frost beetle spellment.
What? How dare you interrupt an old woman from her stories? Did Ambrose send you to banish me? Well, I'm not going without a fight!
Okay, I think I can take you. Seems how I'm taking like a skeleton monster and like this demon haunting a scarecrow.
What's that? Corrupted fire elves? Murderous magma men? The undead have spilled from Dark Cave? They need the witch's help?
Yeah, pretty much.
First off, I'm 100% not that witch. Or any witch for that matter. I'm an alchemist. Secondly, this sounds like a city guard job.
Wait, if you're just an alchemist, why are you concerned about me being sent from Ambrose to banish you?
The guard is pinned down. Ugh, typical.
Yeah,
All right
yeah.
then, I'll help. But I need to know exactly what we're dealing with here. Take this special vial and collect a sample of magma from those magma men you mentioned for me to analyze. We'll go from there.
Sounds good, homie. At least you're actually willing to, like, help. Huzzah. I'm just hoping they don't kill this dirt. Why on earth would you, like... Like, you look like you're high enough level that you... Okay, if you did 2.6 thousand damage, you've got enough to do an AoE. Hot doggy. Yeah, you should have an AoE by now. Oh, although it has the no chat, so it's like a little kid. Though a little kid that has waterworks gear. So it's clearly a little kid that at least kinda knows what he's doing that, or like he's got a big brother or something like that that's like carrying him. I could very well see that. Really, buddy, you're attacking my target. Even though I had enough damage to one-shot him. Okay. Would have been over last turn if he attacked the one that wasn't gonna get hit for like 400 damage. I don't know. I don't know. Okay. I would consider just going through a door to be like 100 feet. Like take one step and then boom, that's 100 feet. It's like wormholes.
Oh, that was quick. Ew! You smell like sulfur. Now,
Probably because
hand
of
me
the
the
fiery
magma and
things.
I'll run a quick analysis on it.
Okie dokie.
And done. Ah, looks like the root cause was a banshee's whale curse. Oh, and I recognize these melodic signatures. Bastilla Gravewind.
Oh, but still a grave wind. No clue who that is.
Bastilla was the prima donna of the Fire Globe Theater decades ago. She had a bitter relationship with the Fire Elves, especially fellow actors.
Interesting.
During a performance of magic fire music, her elf co-star accidentally summoned actual fire magic, and that was the end of poor Bastilla.
Whoopsie daisy, I guess.
I'd heard that she had a thriving underworld theater career, but apparently she's decided to return with a vengeance.
You know, fair enough.
A banshee's whale curse works like an auditory virus. Rehearsals for that dreadful musical served as the perfect way to infect the masses.
Sounds like something out of Supernatural.
Thankfully, this particular whale seems to have no effect on humans. But we need to help the fire elves before their little brains melt.
I mean, it sounds like her beef's mainly with the fire elves.
To reverse the curse, I'll need a Herkimer stone to record Bastilla's voice onto. Get one from the rotting fodder in Dark Cave.
Captain. I'll just mark the spot. Do you like my birdie? It's green. Kind of reminds me of Kung Fu Panda. Man, I love Kung Fu Panda. I mean, I haven't watched the fourth one. My missus said it was not very good. They don't even have like the Fantastic Five in there. Like, how are you gonna have Kung Fu Panda without Tigress and like Mantis and all that stuff? It just ain't right. But the first three are masterpieces. Alright, the skeletal warriors. Not damn. The rotting fodders. Okay. These are death monsters. Why do the rotting fodders over here nowhere near Triton Avenue? In fact, Haunted Cave, or Dark Cave, doesn't even connect to Triton Avenue. So why are these guys storm magic users still? Makes no sense. Do they magically all connect to each other via psychic link or something? If that's the case, why doesn't my rotting fodder do storm damage?
Take our Herkimer stone. We'll dig up another to record our sickened beats upon.
You know what? I respect that. I respect that. What I don't get is, so like, clearly you can see by the fact that, wait, why am I like walking all the way back? Clearly you can see by the fact that my feet aren't touching the ground. This is a flying mount. Why is it that some places you need to build like a bridge to get across something? Why can't I just fly over it with my flying mount? Nonetheless, just logic in a kid's game. But anyways, I think this will be enough for today's episode. But tomorrow, or not tomorrow, but like next episode, we shall do some more of Wizard 101